What happens when there's a fivefold increase in the RMB or RMB interbank lending rate? What does this mean for the economic landscape and more specifically for short sellers? To understand this, we need to dive into the nitty-gritty of RMB operations. RMB operations are a series of actions performed by the People's Bank of China to manage the supply of RMB in Hong Kong. The process involves collecting a surplus of RMB, absorbing it, and subsequently affecting the RMB interbank lending rate. Imagine the RMB supply as a pool of water. When the pool overflows, the bank steps in to absorb the excess, much like a sponge. This absorption causes a ripple effect, resulting in a rise in the interbank lending rate. For instance, the rate could climb from 1.2% to 6.3%, a fivefold increase. Now, why should we care about this increase? Well, it has significant implications for short sellers. These are investors who borrow RMB with hopes that its value will depreciate over time. They sell the borrowed RMB now and plan to buy it back later at a lower price, pocketing the difference as profit. However, a higher interbank lending rate translates to higher funding costs for these short sellers. If the cost to borrow the RMB exceed the potential gains from its depreciation, trading becomes a risky business. They might choose to hold off, fearing losses. To put it simply, short sellers represent the demand side in the Hong Kong RMB market. Their profitability hinges on two key factors: the extent of RMB depreciation and their funding costs. So the next time you see overnight RMB rates shooting up, remember this. It's a sign that the People's Bank of China is stepping in, absorbing the surplus RMB and influencing the interbank lending rate. It's a clear indication of active intervention in the market dynamics. In the grand scheme of things, understanding these operations and their impact on the interbank lending rate is crucial. It not only affects short sellers, but also shapes the broader economic landscape.